Let's see. Okay. We should be... There was that weird thing in the beginning. We should be good. Hello? Hello? They're working? Okay. Let's click a couple buttons. Click Q button and click over here. And... over here button. Okay. Welcome. Just getting everything set up again. Once again. Okay. Hop, hop, hop. Up, up, up. That looks good. Okay. 144p for my previews, so it doesn't take up too much memories. Okay. I think we're just about here for... Pop! There we go. Let me just check it. Alright. Welcome, guys. Yeah, this should be fun. How you guys doing? Don't want to jump in straight away. Let you guys file in before I really get into it. So how we doing? Yeah, I don't know what to say. Because I just spent like most of the day basically just working on the VTuber version of Derpy, the little avatar, at the toaster time. If you stick around for the after show, I have a new little like puppet that's like actually tracks my face, and then you know, as much input that I put into it, it can be more active. So working to make that look a little better. So hopefully by the end of this, it should be, yeah, a little decent. It should be better than what it has been. But I had to practically rewrite almost like code pretty much, but it wasn't that deep. But it's like I needed different face angles, but the way that I had to like put them in different folders meant that I had to basically rewrite its components to do it a little, actually have all the components think like, oh, like eye gaze needs to be an actual tag. So once we get into it, I'll have to explain how more complicated than it seems to be able to do it. But yeah, let's see. Alrighty then, let's see. Holo live? I never think I've actually said that, huh? I always thought it was like Hololive or something. I guess that's pretty much what it is, I guess. On Saturday. I haven't watched much of that. Yeah. Oh, I got my puppet on my other monitor. It was actually blinking, but the camera's off. So that's fun. Okay. Let's see. Got an email. Okay. Yeah, I'm slightly stalling just to make sure we're all in here first. Okay. I think we're good though. Welcome. Yes, by the thumbnail pretty much alone, I don't think the title is just the date. So, by the thumbnail, it says that we're gonna do a Bob Ross style artwork thing. My challenge, little thing is gonna be, I'm gonna try and do a Bob Ross without a Bob Ross episode. So, pretty much gonna do a blind, kind of like try to, it's basically just making a landscape painting at this point. But I wanted to see if I can be my own Bob Ross in a way, and just try and draw a landscape without try to be in the same style, and you know, as best as I can replicate it with digital artwork and everything too. So that's gonna be the fun part of it, is that I'm gonna pretty much do my own style and see if I can get it to be similar with the same style that Bob Ross would have. But yeah, that's gonna be the goal today. So that's why I'm slightly stalling as well, because I'm very nervous of not knowing exactly what I'm gonna exactly do. But yeah, should be pretty good. We'll see. Yeah. So hi guys, hi Star, hi Cookie, Two Tail Derpy. How you doing? Hollow Life. Okay. Is that what I said? I probably said a bunch of that. So, alright. We're getting the English. Yeah, I'm not familiar with any of that. Sounds fun. I don't know, I gotta stretch out before I get too. hyper focus into it too. Okay. Okay. So I made this blank Photoshop file. I'm gonna be using Photoshop. Probably should change my, thinking about them. It's too late now. To change my, what device I'm using. What program's in the description. It's not Toon Boom. This is Photoshop. Good old, going back to Adobe. Yeah. Each kind of version of Adobe's newest versions, each time they update it, kind of gets a little bit more clunky. So it's kind of like, do I want to upgrade? And it's like, I think I'm using 20 at this point, and I haven't really used it much because I'm scared of what is going to happen. Yeah. I could use these other ones, but I just like how Photoshop has all the, let's actually draw something with, has these fun brushes. So, wanted to take more advantage of all these special brushes rather than, that it's a good program. Exactly. It's fine, but it's just like for sketching and everything. It's like, it's decent enough. I set my brush opacity to be pretty low. Can't really see it. Oh, okay. But opacity says 25%. So that means I can double up on top of it, and I can add shades like this. If I need it to be lighter, it can be that. Or if I need something to be thicker or darker, more saturated or whatever. Based on what color it is, I can have a darker line and kind of go out from it and change different colors between it. So I have to make a more realistic kind of pencil approach, I guess. It feels like a nice pencil with chalk kind of thing. I think I'm going to use this brush for what we got. So, alright. That explains the rules and everything. So, alright. Probably want to make this a little smaller. Because that brush was huge. Let's get it a little 40. I also got printer sensitivity, so I can do it really thick to thin. And you can see like they're all different thicknesses. Yeah. So, could be doing that as well. Alrighty. Anything else? Hi, Casman. I think I'll just maybe just make a. I was thinking of just doing like a thumbnail sketch of like something, but I don't think Bob Ross doesn't in his episodes doesn't sketch something like, well, I'm gonna make a mountain here, and then a tree here, and then like brushes on top of it. It's like just kind of like starts, you know. It's like always with the sky. So, guess I'll just have to start with that. Maybe I'll make my brush bigger for that. Is there a way to get this to be a panel? What would you call this? You can't really see it behind everything else. You can tell I'm a great person with this. Properties? No. Okay. Maybe there's another one. Right click? Nope. Expand. Window? Properties? Nope, that's the same thing. Okay, never mind. I thought there'd be a panel that I can detach and get this thing, because otherwise it'd be back behind you. And you can't see it behind it. Okay. Regardless, okay. So I have to imagine what I want, and then make it. Simple enough. Should we make it like a boring summer day, and then maybe like mountains, and then like a river in the middle, and then little lands, and then a tree? That would be enough. I don't know. Pin it? I haven't heard of that. It's not that button. New brush. There's not many buttons. Let's see here. This. Oh, I can make it bigger. That's fun. Not that I need it to be. Huh. Let's see. That's campground. Okay. I can go with it. Alright. So campground would need maybe more water, or maybe more grass. Maybe about half. Maybe like a river in the middle, then more maybe landmass, maybe. What else would you need? I don't know. First we need a sky. Pine trees. Okay. So pine trees are the whoop 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 whoop. That kind of tree? You're gonna tell it's gonna be a good time. Oh boy. Let's be my pine tree. Okay. Maybe it could be. I know the sky doesn't really change much. Like if it's nighttime, it seems like the paintings are still kind of what they are. So I could go for a nice hot red or orange. Kind of a maybe yellow. Get a sun in there maybe. Kind of just dilute it. Just kind of start with something. Let's get oh, there it is. What did I even do? I didn't do anything. Is that a double click? Ooh. Aha! It's actually my clicker. It's on my pen. There's 2 buttons on my pen. And I think this one does the little box. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Get it away. Alright, gotta paint like Bob Ross too. I gotta do the little cross sections. It's not really helping much, but it kind of works. Okay. Nice little apple pie top thing. And kind of whoosh, whoop it out. So I can only really make things darker if I'm using color, unless I'm using white. And then I can saturate it to be more white, I guess. Kind of silhouetted, I guess, and then kind of go to even orange and do the same kind of a thing, maybe. I guess. And then just kind of figure this out as I go. Just using different colors. Nice warm sky. I have no, like, this is what it's gonna be like. It's just kind of like happening, which I guess is the whole point, is that there's no good or bad in this. I feel like, yeah, I just have to be motivational. Just the way that I'm doing it is like, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's just like, it's just kind of happening now. Yeah, you see, like, how it just kind of comes out. It's like, oh yeah, this is fun. Now I don't have to worry about it being like, ooh, am I on model, you know, to Bob Ross or anything like that. It's just kind of like, I'm just gonna see what I can do. There you go. Alright. How we doing? Oop. I think I was trying to save it. Okay. Flat roof grass, nice stream, some forest, and mountains in the back. Okay. Little pen buttons. Yeah, I forgot it. I was actually trying to remap my pen to be a different color. No. Change my pen to have different buttons. And it didn't really, like, work. Weirdly. Like, it was like, hey, let me change my button to be, you know, undo or something. Or change to be, change it to be B. So I can press it and go to straight to brush. And it was like, ha. I probably don't update it so it doesn't actually do anything. You know, so that was fun. Let's get maybe like a nice cloud in here maybe. I don't know if this will really work. But just enough to say like maybe there's something here. Okay. Flat area grass. Flat maybe like area. Flat area of grass. Okay. Nice stream, forest on the sides, and mountain back. Okay, so here's our sky. Okay, we're making it up. This will be our mountains. Okay, let's make the purple kind of mountains. So just kind of pick a point and go somewhere around here. Let's see. Gonna go wherever it goes. It's good as where it's gonna take me. It's gonna be something like that. And then we'll fill it up with grass underneath it, so I'm not worried about anything like that. Kind of flat, kind of go out. Save. Alright. Seems to go pretty far down. So maybe we'll have a like nice reflection pool or something at the bottom. I pointed at my thing. Right around here, I guess. Those we get some water or something under here. I'm just gonna get this purple in here. That's already looking pretty nice. It's like a nice chalk fuzzy drawing again. As I get all this in. Trying to get over on top of the sky that I have. And make it lighter. So I always want to start with like the darker colors, or like the base of it first. Started with something like the details first isn't really going to help you. So I can start making some smaller brush strokes underneath and say like, oh well, here's where the little snow on the mountain is going to go. That's nice. I feel like you do just have to decide on things really quickly. Here's where all the snow patches are, and then we can kind of dilute it behind there. It's gonna be like impressionist. I feel like it's gonna be what this is probably gonna look like. Like, it's not gonna be like 100%, you know, photorealistic or anything. It's just gonna be blurry mess of colors impressionism or something. I feel like it's gonna be. Let's see. Just gonna get some more color down here. Break off the orangey color that we got here. Make this a little darker. Yeah, there you go. Actually, kind of hit works because like the sun is like reflecting on it somehow. I can just add a little bit onto it as well, and then make it all kind of white. Something really big and just go whoosh. Not that big. Whoosh. Whoosh. Got the whooshes again. Got some fog or something going on, and a lot more fog at the bottom. There you go. Some more at the top, maybe. Let's get some more purple. Cover that yellow up a little bit more. Probably more dense. There you go. How's that looking? That looks pretty good. You have any watercolor? I'm sure, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much right now. I mean, I really looked at my brushes like really closely earlier, before I started, that it wasn't like, oh, I need to, you know, use too many brushes. That's kind of what I kind of go for with a lot of artwork as well. It's just like I need like one or two things, and then kind of not really have much more variety, I guess. One of my college classes was like that, where let me get a there you go. Get the devil out of it. Let's see. Let's move on. What would go next would be maybe the middle closer ground, and then middle ground would be like just like maybe like some trees or something back here. So we'll use dark green to do something like that. Let's get this to be. I guess I can do this. No, it doesn't do that. Let's do that. 30. That's good. Let's make it way dark. Let's make this way small. 30s all around. There we go. Alright. Hello. So this will be our far trees and land, I guess. So it'll be. Can I use a clone snap against the area clone that's been defined? I've never seen that. Let's see. Clone snap against the area to clone. That's not been. Oh, I'm using something else. Not using the brush. There you go. That was fun. Okay. Don't do that, Adobe. Yep. Kind of like separate it. So this will be our blend mass. It'll just go all the way across, and we can make some of it kind of go down a little bit, and then kind of go up, and then it down, and then up, and then down. And then we'll add some water to reflect what we have here underneath it, and then some little like lily pad size, you know, some nice shapes in between. Oh, I got too aggressive with my erasing. Okay, that looks good. We'll just add some little trees, and they're gonna just live right there. Alright. Who knows what this is, but there we go. That's all that. A little bit of that. Let's see. Add some more color into it. Maybe some yellow or something. Oh yeah, I forgot to start at the beginning of like, here's my color palette. This is the colors across the screen will show up. It's gonna be all the colors of the rainbow and everything in between. That's what I'm gonna be able to paint with. And already, you can see. And because we laid it out with the black already, with the darker green, if you just add in like a nice small amount of color, it just pops out. Just like that. Just like that. Take some of these and kind of add some highlight or something onto them. There it is, kind of scribble them in. Nah. Let's take our time. Might not be able to finish it, but that'll be okay. Don't have to finish everything all at once. That's what I like to do. It's just like these projects that animation just takes so long just on its own that it's just like I need to just you know, not working it all at the same time or the same day. It's gonna take some time no matter what. Let's see. Don't need to worry about that. Add some rocks onto it as well, like that. There you go. Okay. Just get some more color into it. It's gonna be looking good. That's nice. I like that. Okay. So next will be actually the water. Let's try that. That's gonna be fun. Let's actually layer it underneath the trees. Let's see. Let's kind of do like the sky maybe. So it could be like the same kind of that. Okay. And then we're gonna make this real big. A little bigger. 180. There you go. Don't need to rush. Haste makes waste. It's gonna be bad. Don't do that. Okay. Just kind of make it nice and light. Okay. Because I layered it underneath, I don't have to worry about it being, you know, clipping over on top. So I can just quickly just go over it. Just like that. Just like that. Alrighty. I can leave some spots in the middle between the lines, and it kind of creates these like waves kind of effect. Just kind of go straight across. Straight across. Alrighty. Because the brush has this opacity in the way that I'm layering it, makes it so I can double up on top of it and add more color onto it. I'm just gonna go all the way to the bottom, because I could just layer on top of it with anything else I need. It'd be better to just have it already filled all the way to the bottom, no matter what. So that works. Nice. That works great. Okay. That looks good. Just fill it up. Okay. We're gonna add a little bit of white. It's gonna go right over it. Right over it. It's got some nice shimmering little spots here and there. I really like this. This is working out really great. Alright. There you go. Yeah. That's nice. Maybe more effective once we get the reflections in. I might want to do the reflections later though. Let's see. Hi Sky. How you doing? I'm doing an original Bob Ross inspired painting right now. So let's see how this goes. Okay, what else? We need the foreground stuff. So this will be land close. Save. Okay. Hello. Let's get the same kind of deal that we did with the pointing again. This land bit here. So we'll get the same kind of feel to it. So this will be like the underground dirt style thing that we need. Something like that. I'm gonna move you up just a little bit so I can get into this section here. How close do I want it to be? I want that campsite, so we need enough room to be able to do that. So maybe just go whoosh. Just big decision, just go bop. Nice. And just fill this in, and then we'll color it with what we need. Okay. And then we can add some rocks or something else in there in the middle. Nice. Okay. Nice little going on here. Alright. Alrighty. We got this whole thing going on right there. And then we'll add more color onto it. Have it really spark up. That'll be good. Okay. That's good. And then enough room. That's like maybe there's gonna be some kind of landmass or something over here as well. It's hard to be like not symmetrical. You know, your brain wants them to be just as symmetrical as possible with all this. And it's like, oh, I have something over there, and then it's like immediately it's like I need something over here as well. You know, just gotta balance it out. One trick I heard, like in one of my other college classes, was it's more like rules of 3 or odd numbers is better. So if there's like a group of things, it feels better to have like 3 or 5 things in a collection. 2's good, but it's like 3's much better. There's some kind of nice feeling to it when there's like when you see 3 things. Then that's good. Okay. Let's layer on top. Maybe we should do trees first, because that'll be our big thing. Let's do our tree. Yeah. These will be our big trees. Alright. Real trees. I'm actually thinking of like just a collection of things. If you see like 3 things, then it's like that feels good. Rather than the actual rule of threes, which sort of this has. Let's get closer to black again, and let's make this nice strong tree, but not overly strong, you know. Okay, so we want that pine tree. Let me just quickly look up what a pine tree is, just to make sure. Okay. Okay. What are different types? So the pine just has the pine cones. Okay. They come in shrub style, and then that style. So basically, oh, these look like Christmas trees. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, just draw a tree. Okay, cool. Save. Going good on time. Big decision here. It's usually at an angle, and usually just kind of goes all the way to the top and gets to go whoosh. There you go. That's our tree. Nice base. Let's actually just make it fall along. There you go. A little thicker. Okay. So that would be a little more green. It's gonna be like an evergreen. Okay. And then we just kind of get this in. And this could be fun. Let's get the silhouette in, and then I can fill it in. Oh, getter. There you go. And then we can color it in as well. With more. Yeah, it's too much. And I didn't change anything. It said like it's too much and then didn't do anything. So it's an invisible tree right now, but once we get more shades into it, this is our darker shade. That's what this is gonna be. There you go. Okay. So we start with darker colors first, like as our base, I guess. Gotta really push down. Could, you know, digitally I can just, you know, just make the opacity a little better. Maybe it goes off screen a little bit. That is a really good looking tree. Okay. Looks pretty good. And then little tiny hairs are growing out of it, just like that. So I mean, like it's gonna be impressionistic. You know, what I just said. Okay. Looks pretty good. It's invisible right now, so I'm trying to color it in as best I can right now, and then it should be good. Because you want to see a little bit behind it as well. Like there be some parts where it's like, oh, all the little leaves or whatever. You can see through it. Let's see. Okay, now we're gonna do the color. It's going to be a little bit lighter. These will be our highlights. So they should be yellow and bright. Just like that. There you go. Might not be seeing too much of them, but just like a couple maybe. And then we can like make them a little bit more green. There you go. Just a little bit. Let's get this to have little greens in there as well. Just kind of like layer on top what we're going to be needing. That's good. Liking how that's working out. Nice little scribbles and everything. Scribble, scribble. Okay. Looks pretty good. I'll go with that. Just like that. That's a little tree. Okay. We could have another tree on its side, maybe a little sister, maybe. A little bit on the other side, so I'll move you just a little bit to be in the middle. Big decision again. Let's see. It'll be a little bit shorter, so not to work too hard. So it'll be right about there. That's good. Maybe it's just like an adolescent, so it's like it's still growing, you know. It's not quite there yet. It's getting there. It's got the full tree bit going on. There you go. Let's make the trunk real thick so we can see it. It's not really farther in distance, it's just like actually just physically shorter. That's what I'm going for here. Let's get the opacity a little bit there, a little bit lighter. There you go. Okay. That's good. There are little small hairs coming out of it here as well. It's a bit more scraggly maybe. It's got more scraggles or something coming right off it. Add more texture onto it. Let's see. Every one scraggle, let's add like 2 more. So it'll seem like it's more coming out. Just like that. Just like that. More scraggles. Nice. A little bit more at the top. It's like a little party hat. There you go. And kind of wispy is good. Alright. Yes. Yes. More squircles. Okay. And then, let's get more color into it. So each squircles adds more lighter colors right onto it. That's good. That's good. A little bit darker. Some more wood color into it as well. There's no big rhyme or reason of what I'm doing or what kind of style I'm really going for. It's kind of just happening. I'm just letting whatever color happens, and if I don't like it, you know, I can change it. There you go. Nice big tree down there. Let's get that green and that dark. Gotta go like that. Okay. Nice. Okay. Let's go back to the landmass. Now we got some of this. Let's add some bushes or something. Let's get that real big, real light. Nice. Okay. Let's get some bushes happening or dark going. Get some bushes around it. There you go. Okay. Seems to be the darker parts of the bush. So I'll go a little bit lighter, a little bit more yellow. And some, because they're closer, I can add some more just general texture onto it, I guess. Maybe just pure yellow. Nice and saluted. Nice and figure it out. Let's make it a little bit thicker. Let's make this a little bit less. There you go. That's more brown onto it. There you go. Right in between all of this. Missed some spots, so then it still has all that built up black that we made, or like the darker parts. A little bit lighter as we go, as we find like the highlights and where those will land. You know, find out where those land. Okay, so I got that looking pretty good. Let's add some more smaller bits here and there. Small flowers. More nature is growing everywhere. Okay. Let's get some of this. This kind of color maybe. Add some more brown and gray just to get some rocks going in between. Right in between there. Do some more down here. And as they go up, maybe a little bit. And then some highlights. Onto just real quick. Just a slight green onto it as well. Kind of mixed in. Yellow's always a nice color to add, because like it's yellow, it's like adds more life into it that I like. Save. Okay, other side. Here we go. Same though. Nice. Let's add some bushes. Okay. Conservative with the yellow because like it adds way too much. That might be too poppy outy. Just add a couple. Okay. There you go. It's amazing, just like I'm just making a bunch of squiggles really fast, but it's like just like you step back and it's like, wow, that's actually something. You know, it's like I'm just making this little world right here. It feels nice. Alrighty. Alright. Let's get some kind of that color. Splayed it all the way around. Let's get that going. All the way down there. Doing good. Add some more at the bottom. Okay. Let's get that kind of color. Then just kind of bring it up. Add some more. And to there a little bit. Don't want to destroy what we just made, but just kind of should make it kind of more richer as well. Okay. There you go. Okay. So now, let's see. So above the water, and then we'll do reflections. Okay. Okay. So it's gonna take this and just kind of make it a little bit lighter and a little bit smaller. And so now I can basically just make the same kind of deal. This will be our reflections onto it. And then we just add some blue on top. Okay. Let's get this and just kind of like make the same trees as if they're being reflected below. And then we just get the blue. Basically just where I can kind of just go over it really softly. So it's like it's still kind of there. It's like mentally still there, but it's not there all the way. So, okay. And then let's get this. Then I should be able to just go beneath it. Maybe just kind of blue. That. Really soft. Like 10%. There you go. Lighter. Darker. Darker. Okay. Just kind of blend that in. Maybe with white. Let's go whoosh. Alright, onto it. Okay. Blend it a little bit more. Probably wouldn't be able to see that tree, but I could probably just have a little bit darker kind of in between there. Okay. Maybe like small and then maybe more details onto it as well. See what I'm doing, but that's okay. Let's make it thicker. Yeah, okay, that's what it needed. More opacity. Let's make it a little bit lighter. Okay. There you go. Our streams onto it. That's what it needs. It needs this line. Let's make it thicker. A little bit more. Basically white. Okay. And then we just kind of go across. Let's put that line above this. So I should be able to do just one more layer. In between this and this. And this will create our distinction between the land and the water. As if it's being like a ripple or something in between them. Okay, and then let's make it a little bit lower and slightly bigger. Cool. Let's see. I feel pretty good. Or I can just delete things as well. Let's see. Let's add some more details into things. I feel like I lost my brush. Let's see if I can find it. Boop. There you are. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's my layers. There you are. Let's add some tiny little highlights onto them. There you go. Onto these rocks. Add some more onto it. Maybe we can add some twigs or something kind of coming out of them. So let's see. So land close. Green. Big, thick. 50. Alright. Let's see. That's a bit too sap. So just kind of add some kind of over on top. And then let's add smaller. Some kind of small yellow here. Okay, let's make it a little bit less drastic, but just like add some more shapes onto it as well. Okay. Maybe for the far trees we can add a little bit more. Let's see. Let's make this a little bit harder. Let's see. Alright. Just gonna get more green maybe. Just gonna add some more. That's a bit much. Let's make this still a bit much. Okay. There you go. A little bit lighter. Let's make this a little more impactful. Add some smaller ones in between as well. Okay. What we could do is in between the mountains actually add something maybe in the middle. It looks pretty good. Something in the middle like that. Or let's actually go on top of everything and then just kind of like whitewash it or something. You know, just kind of go big white and then see what that does. Yeah, okay. And then get it really low. This would be our clouds, maybe. Still not quite as much. So what we need to do is just make it thicker. Or more opacity would be good. Plus orange might be good. Something to add a little bit more. And then we can then make smaller plus more. Something like that. We could add a sun. That'd be fun. So that'll be just pure yellow, off center, behind the clouds, and then see what this does. That does show up, so let's make it a little bit more. Ah, look at this, only that big. There you go. Aha, there you go. Okay, circle. Fill in. Let's see. And then let's get a little. Then maybe halo. Okay. And then we go on top of just white. And then like that. With the orange maybe. Let's make it more apparent. There you go. Just kind of sift it back into there. Yeah, there you go. Let's kind of vignette it. Let's get that. Let's get that. Let's get that. Let's try to make this guy a little bit lighter. There you go. Okay. Let's get rid of a couple of these because I think I went on top of the mountain. Mountain should be underneath, so I should be able to do that. Okay. Cool. Whew. Alright. Let's put this down so you can actually see your chat. Sorry about that. Let's go back to the mountain. We can make smaller adjustments now. There you go. Kind of fill in the holes. Let's get back to here. A little bigger. A little there. A little bit more white to where it's white. Make it stand out a little bit more. Let's see. Let's take the darker color and just kind of bring these back down. Okay. Take out this color, kind of pretty much just get it back to where we were. Like it has a nice mist to it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking. Not much more to say about this. Let's see. Just adding more small details as I go and trying to make the mountain here a little bit less orange. So originally I just had a very low opacity, so a lot of this guy you can see through it. Let's see, let's try to make like a halo or something on top. Like outline it like that. There you go. And try to say like that's a bit too much, so we kind of overdo it. Over on top. And there you go. Alrighty. What else? Let's see. Maybe we can make the water a little bit more white. Maybe we can add some actual details into it. Let's see. That's good. Yeah, it should be more. I don't know which one I was trying to go for here, but yeah, I need to make this a little bit more extreme. There we go. And then I kind of go back to where we were with a bigger, lower opacity, like that. And then that'll bring it back to where it's more more smooth. Like that. Okay. I think we're good. Let's see. We could add more close land. Let's see. 50. 50. Let's make it a little bit less. Okay. Alright. How we doing? Okay. Just gonna add a little bit more. Just make it seem a little better. Not that it was bad or anything before, just like I need to make it seem like it's more like flowing grass, you know? Just by adding different colors on top of each other. Kind of works. There you go. I always want to just like rebalance it to make sure that nothing really gets too bright. Yeah. Or too dark. Let's see. Big tree. That's real scraggly. Let's build it up a little bit more. Alright. Let's see. Thank you. I'm not really reading the chat right now. But I see you. Thank you. Let's see. Let's get it green. Let's make it big. Let's make it low opacity. Let's kind of go right over it. Let's make it darker. Alright. See if I can fill in this one little bit right there. There you go. Okay, and for the other one. Let's get it real big. You can have some small scraggles as well. Save. There you go. And for each of those scraggles, they have a little highlight. And then let's get that a little darker. Alright. Feeling good. Let's take this color and kind of like make it a little thicker so it can stand on its own a little better. There you go. Alright, that's good. It's a nice little patch underneath it. Way dark. Yeah, I know. Okay. And let's say time's coming up. Alrighty. Good. That's more light. Much more light. Okay, just make sure I get the bottoms, everything here a little darker. Thank you. Okay. I'll say that's time. Alright. Let's see what we got. It's not bad. I like the depth of it. That's pretty cool. Like the mountains feel like they're actually really far away. Alright, I should sign it. Let's see. Okay. What color would work? Maybe a dark blue or something. Because that was going to be my favorite color, which would be around here. Okay. So let's do a big... Oop, needs to be a little sharper. Let's probably just use a regular brush. There you go. That's not a regular brush. Okay. I-O-S-H-I. Boop. There you go. Whew. That was fun. Alright. Let's see. Whew. Use a boat. I know, I wanted to just leave it as just being natural. I think it's fun. I know Barbara was here, but I'd like maybe like a cabin would be the most man-made stuff. But I think I just ran out of room. But yeah, I just wanted to be my own original Bob Ross style type of art. So now it's kind of like made like a elementary school. Like, oh, I just made a bunch of chalk drawings. It's like, I think that's nice texture to it. That's why I wanted to use this Photoshop. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Thinking a tent. Nice picture. Thank you. Let's see. Love it. Thank you. Definitely got into the zone a little bit. Really like the colors. I really like the sky. The sky and the mountains are my favorite part. I know, like, even just doing like Bob Ross, like following along with him with those kind of episodes, or those streams, I usually have the most fun with the sky. Just because it's like I'm just gonna do nothing or like try to make something the most abstract, you know. And then like again, I get closer to the front, and it's like I'm not able to pay attention or really know what's going on. The front foreground, I should say, is my least well versed or well experienced, I guess. At least I wanted to add some rocks on the bottom left and that kind of thing. So water's nice. Just trying to make some nice little really foreground, slightly middle foreground and foreground. So that's what I wanted. There we go. Oh boy. So much picture. Thank you. Stick it to the fridge. Oh, I get it. I thought it was like that was part of the Donkey Kong rap, and I was like, what does that mean? It means to actually put it on my refrigerator. It's like, I drew that. Let's see. 3 weeks ago. Awesome. Nice one. Alright. I'll go to Toast Time and then I can this point start with how my VTuber is like slightly, it's getting more complex, but that means that more things can go wrong. So, alright. Thank you. Alright, so I have to turn off my camera. So for like around 30 seconds, I'll be gone, and then I'll set up the torture time. So thank you very much. I'll still be here, but I just need to click my camera button. So see ya. Okay. Let's deactivate it. Okay, get my headset on. Camera. And then I'll be able to check out your comments and see what you guys are saying the whole time. That'd be fun. If there is like a specific question or something I need to address somehow, that's like somehow not related to what I was doing, let me know. But otherwise, yeah, I'll check it once we do this. So, okay. Here we go. welcome. Alright, so what I did was I added some slightly different angles to her head. That's much as far as I really got. I also added her little like side hair thing. Thought that was a little cute. How's it looking? Yep, I'm on there. Great. Okay. For some reason I thought I was like one on there. Okay. Was it displaying? Okay. Let's check. That's awesome. Thank you guys. Yeah. I thought I went really into the zone during this, so hope that's forgivable for you. Yeah. My original thought of this premise was like I want to do a Bob Ross, but a lot of the challenges are pretty much already done, so I don't know what else to do. So it was like I want to make my own and be more original or somehow with this. So yeah, glad it turned out pretty well. I'm getting better at using the different tools apparently with Photoshop, so that's sad. That makes me happy. Yeah. Let's see. Jakey. Thanks everyone. The only problem is that with this program, character animator, it doesn't seem to have interpolation for the head movements, which is a huge shame. Even if you look at the quote like professional ones or the professional characters that they make, they still have a janky head rotation because it doesn't have interpolation to see you're looking this way, but then it doesn't know the way that the file structure and the way that it's constructed. It's not able to see like from front view people. If you go to 1/4 away, it has to recalculate the entire face rather than just shifting the parts around. It's a completely different like picture apparently. Is more accurate. So it means that it's not tweening or in-betweening to make it smoother. So a lot of character animator, puppets do have this slightly janky head rotation just because there isn't a smoother way to do it. So yeah, let's see. Leave live 2D. Yeah, I think it kind of like captures more of the 2D art style. But yeah, if I keep switching it back and forth, then it's probably more apparent, I guess, than just kind of keeping it still. So yeah. Let's see. I like it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so with head turns, it's literally a different Photoshop group. I guess I can open it. Let me see if I can like hang on and then open the it's basically just having like different layers instead of like you can imagine this being like the head as one folder and then like a 3/4 view being a different folder. So it's not saying like between different views what to do to smooth it out because there are different groups. So that's the only thing. Let's see. Anything else I missed in the rest of the comments? Because there was a lot. All the way back up. Let's see. Okay. Doing great. Okay. Spin a little time here. Okay. Filters. Okay. Here's some deep lore. All right. Let's see. Mix up a little more shadow color here. Then we can put a little light shadow right here, so you can move things around. You can unlimited power in your powers. Move. Thousands. Yeah. What is like me? It's lazy. Oh, you're getting all the quotes. Awesome. Thank you, Star. Oh boy. And how'd happen? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Cool. I think I caught up. Okay. Let's see. Thank you. Can you add more frames to the head turns? If so, you just need to add a few more to each side. Yes, I can. It can do up to a couple. It can do a 3/4, which is what this one is, and then a profile, which would be 1/2 quarter turn more. And then I can have those be smoother or closer together, I guess. But they needed to be at least somewhat different so I can actually see it happening. Because I literally just set up the 2 different views here, like, today. So this afternoon I worked to get this working, which unfortunately meant that I had to redo every single component that I was trying to say earlier. That the eye gaze, the wiggle hair, even just blinks had to be redone. So I had to redo 3 heads worth while trying to figure out how it even works in the first place, to be able to redo that. Thankfully I knew half of what I was doing, but I did have to like look up a couple of it. The only thing I still can't figure out is how to get how I had it. Remember last time I had the body kind of like pinned down, or like I could rotate my head and the body won't move. So apparently I had that working, but because I had to make the heads move, I had to have 2 different groups that were added onto it, which was basically just duplicating the same front head group, but then just having the same art assets and everything, but then just kind of shifted over for perspective. So, unfortunately for that, it meant that all my connections that I had got lost. So that was cool, you know. Made have to like relearn everything. But yeah, let's see. Zippo comments when you said wanted to choose a genre. Ah, yes. I get you. Face filter. It just needs a little more frame in between the front and the 3/4 turn to make it look snappy. Okay. It could be a little bit less, I guess. If that's what you mean. Yeah, I could do something like that. Because it's not being mapped or interpolated in any way. So, without that, it won't look too smooth. But if I make it too less, then it won't seem like it's apparent to have this, different view in the first place. So, it's a little tricky. Yes, I am using Adobe Character Animator, which comes with the Adobe Creative Cloud. You might be able to download it separately, but I guess I can like find out what it looks like. Character Animator. Yep. So basically I'm able to use my Flash assets that I had to bring into Photoshop. I guess I could just open my Photoshop file just to see like how complicated that was. So hang on as I open the other one. I'll do that first. So hang on. Let's open because it just opened my File Explorer right here. So that's good. Thinking ahead. Actually, I don't know where it is. Maybe I can open recent. Open recent. Oh, dang, I clicked the wrong one. Hang on a little bit longer. Oh, cool, it opens a new tab. Perfect. Okay. Open new. This one. No, I was just there. Man, I can't click. This one. There we go. Okay. Boop. Are we good? Look, it's me. Haha. So basically this is make it bigger. There you go. This is the Photoshop file of every layer and every part that is being used in the character animator. So I'm able to save this file and then update the character animator program separately. So this is why it's big pain to be able to figure this out. You can already see like some weird stuff going on here. So just even like in the front head, which would be this one, There's already ear, and then because I need it to be independent, is where it gets confusing. Is like because it needs to be independent, I have to add a plus in front of it, but I need it to be lowercase and no space. And then I have the ear as it. Oh, because the hair needs to be independent as well from everything else as well. It needs to be plus, but a plus, uppercase H to be hair, and then you have to have an origin and a dangle to be able to have a dangle, so I can have warping, I guess, and then the hair at it, and then the ear, and then the eye has to be its own separate layer, group, I guess, and then I have different eyelids, so that's what all these are, and then the blink. So there you go. Here's pupil. So, okay, I needed an left eyeball true layer because I think the eyeball itself was much bigger than the smaller one that it needed to be, so I needed a smaller object just to have it move around, I think. Or is that, yeah, it's this little tiny bit here is actually the eyeball, and that moves around. But then I'm like parenting it or something. I don't even remember how this works. But basically, yeah, I needed to do that as well for the right eye as well. So I needed all these to work. Right about too. And here's the mouth. Here's all the different mouths, which I don't exactly need all these exactly, but just the way that the lip sync will probably work better is if it has all of these, which means that I needed in uppercase A, lowercase h to go ah, and then sad ah, and then sad, neutral. All of these have to be encapsed correctly. Needed a folder so I could do ah as in different shapes or different what am I even thinking? Yeah, different intensities, I guess, of them. I didn't quite use all of these apparently as well. They're just kind of like duplicates as well. But all these have to be manually also set up as well. So even if I put all this artwork in here with this right tag and then put it into Character Animator, I still need to click on these certain buttons that has a little face maker, and then click M in this case for it to actually work. Even if you have to like tag it correctly here, it doesn't recognize it until you tag it correctly to the same tag that it should be inside of this face wizard component as well. So I have to click on all these to make sure that all these work. But thankfully with the face working with the other views, I didn't have to do all these. And just kind of knew, as well as the skull. And then today I worked on to get the hair side group so we can have a dangle as well. So, and that's just, you know, inside of Photoshop. So that's not even what you had to do to make sure that all this actually animates as well. It's much more complicated. And here's all my different bodies of the different suits that I had for the news one. So there's different versions of that as well. And the tail had to be a separate group because it had to be also independent as well. So yeah, so that this is only half of it as well. So hopefully you understand that it is more complicated than it seems, but it is still limited by its own self, I guess. Even if I make it like have different frames, I guess I could do a cycle, I guess, of frames to go from one face to the other to make it smoother. Like I could have like 2 frames of it going between these different heads. I'm not sure if it'll take it as live, I guess, in a sense that it'll actually take, if that frame will just be a frame, like a static frame that doesn't think of it as, like if I blink, you know, to go from one to the other, if it's just a picture, basically, it wouldn't update automatically. So I'll have to see on that, but basically I made this work, which I'm just happy that this is even working with my little animation version. So yeah, okay. Hopefully no more questions about that. That was way too complex to be able to get that going. Get that going in the first place was just like was most of the steps there. So, but okay. Let's see. See you, Brown Jack. Yeah, I can see like it being a little bit more snappy than I could be. I could work to minimize the. This is just a test to see if it even works. So, much more refinement. We'll keep working on it. Yeah, but if that's the only big issue with it, then that's good. As we're slowly, building this up. So, I hope to like also, get more maybe. I gotta click inside of here. Get more expressions. I had to like manually set up the eyelids or the eyebrows to work on each individual eyebrow has to have each head view also mapped to it. So I don't get anything for free in the software. That I have to say, hey, this eyebrow in front view, please correspond with this button, but also have it work with the other brow. And then in this view, have both of them work with this one, and then two with this one as well. So, as well as mix and match for all three of these. So, yeah. As well as the blinks weren't working as well. You had to set those up. At first, it's just like one is set up to be a blink. So I had to like set up both of them for each view as well. Eye gaze, I said. And then anything else I'm probably missing. Probably the hair dangle, which I probably won't. I don't get that for free either, so I have to set those up. So yeah, just saying like it's very complicated. So to just have it be a little bit weird, just for its own software-ness weird. I'm not too worried about it because that kind of makes it more cartoony as well. If it was smooth, I feel like it'd be even more jarring, But I don't know. What do you guys think? Who's still here? That's unlike when I put anything in front of my face because then I can't see where I am. Yeah. Alrighty. Let me reset it. Boop. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, I still want it to feel like some kind of cartoon that you're looking at. That it's not trying to be, woo, perfectly in sync with exactly what I'm doing. That it can, yeah. That's still like supposed to be a cartoon, so I think it works. But it could make it a little bit less, I think. There's also ones where I can have it be looking up and down. And I think that might be a bit too much. Because then it might be a little bit like, whoa, and it might do a full, look up and down too much. What am I saying? Oh boy. Okay. That's all we got then. So this again is basically just like a filler in between that I usually do. In between bigger side projects, I suppose. I hope to work on maybe something different next time. So, anyone who is still here, does anyone have any suggestions maybe? Otherwise I'll have to think of something myself. And that's fine. But yeah. Anything you'd like to see like for like animation or art or something? Is there any kind of like trends or something I'm not aware of? If you're watching this as a VOD, you can comment if you get to this point. Because there'll be about roughly a week in between this, so I can read them. That's just very good work. Opponent Life. Yeah, maybe we could do another Opponent Life animation where we could do another main 6 one. I don't know. Where I can try to use that Derpy one that I made when I was feeling sick. Oh no, my back was feeling not good, and I made that Derpy one out of real desperation. That was rough. So we can use that. Maybe like animate, redo some of the hair on that, and then animate her. Zelda Mario. Maybe. if that becomes, if more people are interested, yeah, sure. I wouldn't want it to be just one person who wants like that, and then like you, and then have everyone else not be as interested, I guess. I'll have to think of what that'll be, where that could be like some. The simplest would be maybe just doing a sketch kind of a thing. Maybe just try to draw different characters or something, their environments or whatever. I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, they're all suggestions anyway. Thank you. But anyways, yeah. Let's see. One of my other things was to. Oh yeah, actually, I have an idea. One of my ideas was to make some. I was gonna say NPCs. Make some. That's basically what they are in the. So in the Paper Derpy movie, I have some. I have the main characters pretty much going for around 2/3 of the part 3. But I will need some background ponies, and I think I have a lot, but I would like them to be specific to where they are, so I'll have to have them be, fit in with their environment, basically. So, instead of like trying to animate the whole shot and on screen, I could just make different background ponies, I guess, and try to make them as unique as possible, and have you guys suggest some things. Maybe like color or whatever they wear or something like that. So I think that'll be fun, interactive, as well as actually beneficial, that I can actually get the stuff done for the movie. Because as I said, like, I am working on it. I worked out a little bit. It sounds like a little bit, but it's like each shot takes like 10 plus hours. It's insane of how long each shot takes. So if I can try to get more out of it by doing these streams, then that'll be a double win-win. So that'll definitely be up in the cards of trying to do something like that. I think will be good. But whether or not I wanted to do that to be the next stream, that's why I opened it up to other suggestions. But I would like to get that maybe at some point. But as we do, if his suggestion was to do something much grander, then I would probably do the Backer Bunnies first and then do something grand, So that's why I gotta figure out the schedule of this. But yeah, I think the Mario Zelda one would be fun, like a little sketch one. It could be like a sketch request or something like that. Rather than trying to do something bigger of like, make a Mario or Zelda animation, which I would love to do, but man, the amount of like stuff I would have to make, how long it took to like make one base pony puppet. Imagine that times a lot if we needed to do a whole cartoon. So, yeah, something to think about with that. But yeah, let's see. They're just designing background ponies. Sounds nice. Great. Okay. I kind of thought that'd be boring enough that I was also leaning into just putting that on Twitch or something. As I can do like maybe like a longer, not talking stream, and just design them to keep you interested in what I'm doing. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to have it be more interactive. I think would be more interesting. Have you guys hope like, ooh, what if this pony wore a sombrero? And I'd be like, that doesn't really fit, but it'll be fun, something like that. So yeah, I think we'll probably do that next week then. Thanks for that. I'll have to figure out how to do that. Nah, I got it. Yeah. The only thing I'm trying not to make it too spoilery. I'm trying to hide as many spoilers as I can, so when you actually watch the actual cartoon, you'd be like, wow, I didn't expect this, or I don't remember you making this, and this is an interesting thing, and I'm more interested, and the surprise of it, then trying to break down every shot, you know. So if I could just do like one thing, like the background ponies would be something I need to do, then that'll be good. So okay, basically let's do it. All right, so next week we'll do that. Other stuff that's going on. Basically, is what I've been doing for months. Has been still working on Midnight Mares. But yeah, that's mostly the reason why it's taking longer to work on the movie, is because of Midnight Mares. So, yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I have time to do other things. So I'm trying to figure out how to be more effective throughout the day, basically. So, yeah. That's all good. I think we're good. Thank you. Alright. Anything else? Any other final thoughts? As I'll close it off. And we'll see you next week. So I think I'm good. Alright. Hope you guys like this drawing. Now I kinda got really into it. Which was good, because I was able to put a lot more effort into it. I like it. It's definitely not as, quote, realistic as Bob Ross, but I knew that that was going to be my intention. So I'm okay with it. Oh, I can actually upload it. I forgot about that. I can upload this to DeviantArt and whatever. I think that'll be it. I can probably post on my Discord as well, so you guys can see the Discord link. What should I call it? I have to title it something. Like, or I could just have it as just Yoshi Greenwater stream Bob Ross drawing, you know? I don't know. Maybe I could have a Twin Peaks. Yeah. That's funny. I mean, I have my Pony Life animation called DoorDash, so I guess I could just have weird puns. Let's see. Do you think it's been taken? Oh man, wasn't it then Back to the Future, or was that the Twin Pines Mall? Was it Twin Pines Mall? Before it got destroyed by the DeLorean from the future. I think that's what it was. Because that would actually be better, because these are pine trees. Twin Pine Malls, Back to the Future. Okay, cool. Because I might go with that, because then it'd be even more esoteric of a reference. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's see. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out later. Thank you. That's okay. Thank you. I'll sign off. So, thank you guys for watching. This was fun. I know it was fun for me, so hope it's fun for you. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I can only shake my head now. I can't really nod. So I'll have to add that in later. I'll see if I can smooth it out. Maybe like one frame in between. Because it is weirdly janky. But yeah, thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye.